തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് കേന്ദ്ര ഇലക്ഷൻ കമ്മീഷൻ വാർത്താ സമ്മേളനം നടത്തുകയാണ്. നമുക്ക് അതിലേക്ക് പോകാം.
Shri Sushil Chandra ji, Election Commissioner, Rajiv Kumar ji, Election Commissioner, in charge of Kerala from ECI, we have a joint secretary level officer for every state. For Kerala, it's Mr. Sudeep Jain. CEO, Mr. Tikara Shefali ji, our joint secretary, who looks after the communications, media, etc. We came here day before, and as is we had come from Puducherry we came to Chennai, and from Chennai we came to Trivandrum. As is the norm with the commission, we started with a interactive meeting with political parties. And after the meeting of political parties, actually prior to that, the new CS and DGP, the CS, Mr. Vishwas Mehta, along with the DGP, because DGP had to cover the PM's rally, so they had also come to pay a courtesy call to the commission. And then we started with political parties. After political parties, we had a very in-depth meeting with the collectors, SPs, police commissioners, and other senior police officers. That ended in the night. It took 5-6 hours for that meeting, understandably so. Then today we conducted a meeting with the central and state enforcement agencies, enforcement and regulatory agencies, after which we sat with the Chief Secretary, the incoming Chief Secretary, and senior officers of the state administration. And finally, wherever commission goes, we come to the media, another most important component, pillar of democracy, to A, to brief them, B, to try and kind of reply to their queries and questions. The term of State Assembly in Kerala is due to expire on 1st June 2021. Elections are due for 140 ACs, 124 general ACs, 14 SC and 2 ST ACs. Kerala elections have consistently seen a high voter participation, be it in a state assembly, 2016 elections 77.35, Lok Sabha elections 77.67%. This is obviously thanks to the very high literacy rate of Kerala and the very high levels of general awareness. Commission, as mandated by the Constitution of India, is committed to conduct the forthcoming elections in a free, fair, peaceful, accessible, ethical, inducement-free, and COVID-safe elections. We can't help the prevalence of COVID, that is for the state government, but whatever precautions are to be required for this, including social distancing norms, etc., that we'll do. That have already been, that I'll come elaborate more later. At the same time, Commission always endeavors to ensure the participation of new voters, women, persons with disabilities, and senior citizens. As you are all aware, during the pandemic period of 2020, when it was at peak in most other parts of the country, low in Kerala, Commission successfully conducted elections in Bihar Assembly. It was a very difficult exercise. The population of Bihar is almost more than double of the population of Kerala. We had 70,000 polling booths. We created 33,000 more polling booths, or what we call auxiliary polling stations, in the context of social distancing norms. Just like in Kerala, we have 25,000 existing polling booths. Round off karke bata raha hu. And we have created 15,000 more, which means 40,000 now. Auxiliary polling stations have already been, CEO and the DMs, they're working on that. Actually, before we conducted the elections in our assembly, we did a bit of test the grounds with the Rajya Sabha elections to some these legislative councils. Of course, there's a limited electorate there, but that was our way of kind of testing the waters and then going for a much bigger election. While announcing Bihar elections, I said into the press that this is for commission it is not a leap in the dark, but a leap of faith. It was not said as some kind of aphorism. Our officers, senior officers, Umesh Sinha, who is not here, Secretary General, and Chandrabhushan, who is in charge of Bihar, they had very intensively gone into all aspects of elections. And only then, when we were satisfied, and that too after our 2-day visit there, just like we are here,